with this, we start our first movie review of 2023. A Man Called Otto was directed by Mark Forster. It stars Tom Hanks and Mariana Trevino. And here, an old man whose wife has passed finds himself just struggling to find joy anymore. He's always disgruntled, he's very unhappy. But soon, a group of people decide to kind of bring out the joy in his life. He gets a cat, and more importantly, they decide to give him the feeling of family once again to change his life. I am so just, touched right now after seeing this movie, because I'm not going to waste any time on leaving you guys in suspense or anything. I really enjoyed this movie so much, because this movie is just so human and so emotional and funny and uplifting and sad. It's everything. This movie combines so much so well in such a loving tone. This movie has a great feeling to it of just family, of respect, of just so many different feelings in one, and it was just a ride for me that I absolutely enjoyed, and I can't say enough that's good about it. This movie is not perfect. This movie has its issues. I think it follows a lot of similar beats to a lot of movies, and I will say that quite possibly the first act for me was a little on the inside. I wasn't entirely hooked. I wasn't ready to keep going and watch it. But despite that, this movie was great. Tom Hanks in here is amazing. He gives a fantastically warm performance that feels genuine and comes from a place that you can tell he really tapped into. It was great to see him return to style with, such a nice role. His last thing was Pinocchio, which I wasn't a big fan of, and I wasn't too crazy of his performance in Elvis. While I didn't mind it, I just wasn't crazy. This is Tom Hanks back doing Tom Hanks things, and he kills it in here. He has so much behind his eyes as he's doing this performance. There's so much in him that he's having to put out. The direction here by Mark Forster is unlike anything else. He has the perfect touch for this movie, along with a very just absolutely brilliant screenplay based off of the book. I really like this movie, and it connected to me on a level that a lot of movies don't. A lot of movies are just pure entertainment. I think I have more of a fondness for this movie because of the emotional connection to it, more so than the actual critical factor involved. Because this movie is not some critically wonderful masterpiece. It's very good, I will say that, but it's no greater than very good. I just happen to have more of a fondness for it because of the way it managed to connect with me. And everyone in here, the entire supporting cast, is offering such warm, kind performances. Everyone is such great people in here, and I feel like with us leaving a year, going to a new year, we needed to start with something this positive that restores your faith. Again, the movie's not perfect. I think the movie, for one thing, as weird as this sounds, I'm not a big fan of the color grading involved in it. It just didn't look right. It didn't necessarily match the tone of the movie perfectly. I also just have a slight issue with the score. I wish it had been a little bit better. But aside from those flaws, this movie absolutely entertained me on every level, and was a positive experience that made me quite happy inside and ready to enjoy more films this year. And I think 2023 was a great year. 22 was a great year for films, and hopefully 2023 continues that, and this film looks like we're starting pretty strong. I'm going to give A Man Called Otto a 7 out of 10. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you all next time.